And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, despite the final score being what it was.
I agree with you. I mean, it was a tough game played in a tough environment on the road, and they were in it right until the bitter end, so that's good stuff.
Now, here's Whiteside. After Dwayne Wade's miss, Freak, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. Now here's Freak, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
So it's the Pacers now. The Heat getting the bucket. Kicks it out to Richardson. Just 4 to shoot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Richardson's got his second basket of the game. Here's Dragic. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's Freak missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Kicks to Richardson. Tries it from 9. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly
with the whole new group on the floor. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Wade and Deng are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. And it's Freak in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, a good game tonight for Freak. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Now Ellis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Here's Hill, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Heat.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He dropped a cool 33 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. This game might have acted as a coming-out party for him in the NBA, a truly dominating performance. Let's see, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Hill kicks to Ellis. Good, the assist goes to Hill. 8 points for Monte Ellis.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And it's Freak missing.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Hill.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. You take a look at the Pacers. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, the Heat, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And right now for Miami, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so.
The dish to Ellis. They set the pick. Feeds it to Allen. Back to Ellis. Here's Hill. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosch has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Wade. Drills the baseline jumper. Wade's got his second basket of the game.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And George kicks to Ellis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Take a look at what Ellis has done so far. He has 8 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Mahinmi's checked in for Indiana. Freak kicks to Bosch. Down low. Freak takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
The shot by George, wide open, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And a pretty tightly...
Well, I'm with Eric.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
On the court for Indiana, Paul George is out there with Lavoy Allen. Then there's Ellis. Then there's Hill. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Miami leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Dang. And the layup's good off the glass. Dang's got 6.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Hill drives in. And that one's good. He's got 12.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Wade dishes to Freak. Wade against Ellis. Here's Freak. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Pacers trail by 6. Outside Hill. From deep, George. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Wade drives in. Sweet little floater. Wade's got 6.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Pacers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good.
Paul George at the line for 2.
And George drops them both.
Some great play by Paul George tonight. He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 15th in scoring, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, you know, one of the most dangerous scorers in the league. He's already come up big in some key games this year.
To the middle, here's Allen. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And Freak throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Wade outside. Inside. And Freak throws it down.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Here's Ellis. And again, it's Indiana.
Ellis can really turn it on at times.
Miami leading by 5. Freak kicks to Wade. Looks for Bosch. Gets it to him. Bosch has got 8 points.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
The Heat have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Here's Freak. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Ellis can't get it to go.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
1:32 left to play in the third. Bosch passes to Freak. On the wing, Dang. Pass to Freak from deep. Allen with the rebound.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
George with the bucket.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Freak. The Heat rebound. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity, and the basket good. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
And that one's good. Freak.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pacers trail by 5. Hill kicks to Turner. Pick up by Hill. Turner with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Offensive rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Heat have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Thomas a screen. Lawson outside with 1 on the clock. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Rodney